This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
What's this guy doing?
All right, back for our game number 2 of the night. Game 4 of the week. 4 of 6, I guess. If I do my math right, Nate Kleberg back here in the upper patio of the South Gym here in Jesup with Luke Baldwin, Anthony Baugh, and Eric Clark. Boys coming in tonight looking to get redemption last night after losing 66-49 to Union with a 3-3 record overall, 2-1 in the Nickel East. South Hardin coming in tonight 2-2 overall with a 1-1 record in the Nickel West. Do have a common opponent here so far this season, Gladbrook-Rhinebeck. They picked up a victory over them back on the 12th, 53-51. Jesup losing to them 57-49 last Friday. Luke, boys still trying to find their way.
Yeah, that is for certain sure, and they're going to have to dig through that again tonight. There's not any easy going here. Not only are they in probably the toughest part of their schedule in the early season or, pre-Christmas time here, but trying to figure out how to use the pieces that we've got and, how to make them work together that results in points and then also limit the points of the other team. They've struggled to do that consistency so far in the season, but we'll see what happens here tonight. Maybe they'll come out with a heightened sense of determination and get one.
Jack Miller, your leading scorer on the Jesup team, averaging 23.8 points per game, 47.6 from the field, 26.5 from beyond the arch. Ryan Treptow, the junior, 13.5 points so far through the year per game. Jack also leads in rebounds. Cale Shizzle, your leading assist player, 4.2 points per game. Leading for South Hardin, Lane Lukin, pushing 20 points per game. Starting lineups now with Dan Fox, our PA announcer.
Number 4, Jake Baldwin. A senior, number 5, Lane Lukin. A senior, number 32, Ethan Glenworth. The Tigers are coached by John Phillips. And now for our J-Hawks, a senior, number 0, Jack Miller. A senior, number 4, Cale Shizzle. A junior, number 5, Nick Moore. A junior, number 10, Ryan Treptow. And a junior, number 11, Lyndon Vogel. The Jayhawks are coached by Joe Klein.
All right, starting lineups have been made. Luke, let's run through those quick again.
For the South Hardin Tigers, we've got a junior forward, number 0, Trevin Wheeler. A junior forward, number 2, Jason Drury. Sophomore guard, number 4, Jake Balvance. Senior guard, number 5, Lane Lukin. And a senior center, number 32, Ethan Glenworth. And for your Jesup J-Hawks, 0, a senior guard, Jack Miller. Number 4, a senior guard, Cale Shizzle. Number 5, junior forward, Nick Moore. Number 10, junior guard, Ryan Treptow. And number 11, a junior forward, Landon Vogel.
Jesup didn't get the tip, but Jesup first to score. Ryan Treptow will lay one in there as they go back on defense.
And I tell you what, it's good to see Ryan get that shot early here. He really struggled last night. He was our second leading scorer in the game, but I couldn't tell you how many shots he put up and just could not get them to fall in the lane. Did a nice job of getting himself open. They just weren't dropping for him.
Jesup 38.5% from the field so far this season. They were below that last night as Shizzle takes a long shot, and Nick Moore is going to come over the back, and we'll see the first foul on the board for either team.
And Nick kind of questioning that one, but that's going to be a foul all day long. You can't come down with one arm over the opposite team. So again, you know, Nate, looking at the height of these players, we don't give up much in height. It's pretty even as far as physical size goes, except the Tigers do have, where is he now? Trevin Wheeler, 6'4", and we don't really have anybody out there that can measure up with 6'4".
However, jumping we do.
Yes.
Treptow with another shot. Gets that to fall.
Jack Miller can definitely jump with anybody in the gym.
Drury, Wheeler really fighting for that. Wheeler looks the part. He's playing the part too.
So already in the early going, Nick Moore with 2 fouls. So he's going to exit the game in lieu of Tyler Nolan, senior guard. Number 1 on the court for those of you watching at home.
Off the hand of Shizzle out of bounds.
I guess the only people we're talking to are the people watching at home, aren't they?
At home or at work or in their car, I suppose.
I guess I don't need to clarify that, though.
You know who you are. 6:09 to go first quarter, and Jack Miller thought he was going to take it on his own, but Treptow's going to try a 3.
Nice. Jack got around that corner so fast, man. That was freaky fast.
He was up in the air. 7-0 is the score as South Hardin looking to ignite a defense or their offense. And Wheeler getting guarded by Treptow. And they force it back out, and Ryan will pull down that rebound.
So Jesup playing fast, couldn't get that one to drop for Nolan.
And the referee is letting them play, except right there, a little hack whistle finally comes out.
That's going to go against the Tigers.
Shizzle inbound with Treptow. Again, Treptow leading scorer, only scorer with 7 points.
Still waiting to see who they called. Okay, that was on, that foul was on Trayvon Wheeler. So it would be great if we could get him in foul trouble early going here.
Miller loses the handle on that, comes out of bounds. Coming off that tough loss last night, they seem to be in pretty decent spirits, ready for this one.
Yeah, they're like we said in the pregame, we thought maybe they'd come out with a little heightened sense of whatever I said, determination. Seems like we're seeing that so far.
Lucan.
If nothing else, we're seeing some baskets drop.
Clinworth trying to push that in there, finding Drury. Double team in there. Outside. No opportunity for ball vans. A little breakthrough, didn't take the extra hop. Lucan,
oh boy,
follows up with Wheeler to get it in.
Shizzle's got to know, keep that hand down when you got a guy 6'4" in there that's already in the air. Sometimes you just got to know when you're beat and let him have it.
Wheeler with the free throw line. Remain Jesup's ball.
Wheeler with the nice block.
Thanks for joining us on the J-Hawks Sports Network tonight, whether watching on Facebook or on YouTube. And Treptow keeps it rolling.
Nate. That's what we didn't see last night, right? He got in the lane how many times last night, and he could just not get that to drop. So that is good to see.
Jesup keeping with his zone press. Wheeler comes baseline, and a little pat from Treptow knocks it out.
Great D.
Just waited for the right moment. Shizzle, no look out to
Get
Vogel.
In there. Yes! Impressive start for the Jayhawks. Lead 12-3, 4 minutes to go.
Whistle underneath.
That's going to send Drury to the line. Attempt a three-point play.
And that'll be Vogel's first personal. That'll be Jesup's fourth team foul. So next round is 2 foul shots regardless for South Hardin. Wheeler takes the rebound, and Nolan chases that down out of bounds.
Nice defense by Nolan. Yeah, one thing about Jesup, there's never any shortage of quickness out there.
A little argument from Coach Smines saying it.
Yeah, I think they're trying.
Nolan touched it, then another player touched it from the opponent.
The other Nolan joking with the other team. I think Nolan knows it was off.
Just kind of laughing down there.
They're laughing
Clenworth.
about it.
Well,
hey,
see how you overcome.
You're not going to go up and tell them, hey, it was off me.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, don't listen to my coach. 3:47 to go first quarter. In out of the legs with Treptow. Finds
Good
Miller
pass.
underneath and in.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful feed from Treptow.
I see a team playing basketball tonight.
Hey, man, I don't want to speak too soon, but yeah, you nailed it, man. This is a different team than we saw last night.
Aggressive on defense. Wheeler getting covered great by Treptow. But a
Nice
corner shot comes in with Clenworth. He's got 3 points, and it's 14-8. They are in the bonus. As Treptow will force one high off the rim, Wheeler will pull it down, head back the other way towards that north basket.
I think I called Clenworth a center when I was announcing these starting lineup. He's actually a 5'10" guard. He is not a center. There's a C under his name. And
Captain.
Captain, thank you.
That's what I think it is anyway.
I've never seen that listed before.
Well, must be a new option in bound. Down floor, Miller just kind of puts it up and hangs there a little bit and gets it to go in.
He was behind the rim, jumped, snuck it in. That's just a heck of a tough play.
And they'll give it to Drury. Just let it happen down low, 16-10. And Treptow, high shot, no good. Across the midcourt. Take the ball, Vance, over to Clenworth. Jesup usually has really kind of changed their strategy here. When you look at, their style of defense or style of offense, Coach Smines has had to make some adjustments with the personnel he has.
Val Vance brings it to 3 points with that last 3.
From the rim from Miller. Now Drury, under 2 minutes. Jesup fighting for a turnover. Deep shot, 12-footer good for Wheeler.
Jack Miller, deep 3, no good.
Drury, coverage on that baseline, little shoulder in.
There you go. Nice
kind of
call.
tucked it and go. Works in football, doesn't work in basketball.
That's right, you can't lower that shoulder.
1 point margin though.
Sam Benson, sophomore guard, number 10 into the game for the Tigers. Jack Miller, another 3, got it, nothing but net.
Sometimes just a matter of time before he gets that one rolling.
Love when he comes off that screen, pops, fires.
19-15. Little pressure from Miller, but deep shot going to roll for Luca, and he is in the scorebook. He's got 3 with under a minute to play. All starters have scored, at least for the Tigers. Miller on his own, leans it in. A little different game we're seeing from Jack tonight than we saw last night.
The Tigers defense could allow him to have a huge game because that middle is wide open.
Ball be loose, and argument Within the officials trying to decide which direction, and they will say Jesup ball. Wow, that's twice in a row lobbying his help.
That was the right call. The last time they gave it to us, they probably should have been South Hardin ball. This one is definitely Jesup ball.
Treptow looking for a quick inbound, finds Shizzle. Rim no good, rebound in the hands of South Hardin. And Sam Benson has it. Drury up. Almost fouled on that. Vogel attacked. And trying to save it from out of bounds. It was Ethan Clenworth as he touched it, tried to bounce it off of Jesup.
Heady play. Just kind of backfired on him. Look at them shoes, Nate. Those suckers are bright green. But Clenworth, I think he's got some Ghostbuster Slimer shoes on.
Stepping something, maybe.
Goodness.
Nice jumper right before the buzzer for Jack Miller. That will take him to 11 points.
Dude's on a mission
as we close out this first quarter, 23-18.
Dude is on a mission. That was good quarter basketball for the Jayhawks. 5-point lead. You know, they blew it open. Well, we were up 8, I think, at one point, and the Tigers have kind of crept back into it here, playing good ball themselves, actually shooting really well, but Jesup kind of firing on all cylinders in the early going. It's just me, or did that period just fly by?
It flew by very quickly.
Not a lot of fouls, not many turnovers.
Anthony, let's switch us on here, and we can show off, Luke's decorations that he's put together. It's supposed to be Christmas sweater night here in the gym. There's us and a handful of students that participated, but two of us up here didn't. Clark, I'm not sure that counts as an ugly sweater.
I don't think anybody participated as well as we've participated, Nate.
Well, you went all out, tats and piercings and everything. So I'll give you credit for that. Nonetheless.
You do it right. Although it was suggested that I may have broken the dress code rule.
Well, that's just a write-up, and I don't know what that means even.
Fortunately, we don't have any school board members up here.
Yeah, well, none that are looking straight at you anyway. Miller deep three. Follow up by Treptow. He'll take it back, and a no-look back to Shizzle. He tries it.
Man, he had Miller cutting back through the lane there. That would have been a nice play as well.
Clenworth had a touch on it. Halftime, we'll talk to girls basketball coach Jordan Conrad about their victory and then kind of preview our game on Thursday with West Delaware as South Hardin gets a basket.
Wheeler with the board there. You got to box him out.
He'll turn the lane. Wheeler knew where he was at. Kept rolling.
He's a nice player.
9 points.
Wheeler's second leading scorer, 12.5 on the season. He's already, as you said, 9. We got to figure out a way to lock him down a little bit.
Deep three for Miller. We used to be in awe when he did that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, now it's like, whatever.
We're more in awe when he's on the line.
I tell you what, though, it's still pretty darn impressive. I mean, when he's on, he is on.
No look over Shizzle.
Nice
He
pass.
takes it into Treptow, and
Treptow.
he was looking for a foul.
You got to have that, brother.
A little treat in store here between the quarters. Actually, no. Did we miss the drum solo? We were too busy talking about our attire.
There was no drum solo.
Well,
maybe halftime. Speaking of halftime, I want you to ask Coach Conrad how he feels about that last second shot at the end of the game. Not so much that the Trojans got it, but more so the pass that led to it. The Jayhawk pass that led to it. I'm curious.
All right.
The look on his face makes me think he was not real happy about that.
26-26. Jesup has had the lead throughout the game, and now this will be the first time South Hardin has it. 8 points total now for Drury.
We got to find a way to shut down the inside here because they're picking us apart.
Ball down the board, Jack Miller finds Shizzle. Back to Shizzle. And then Vogel will get a look at it.
Got it.
I wouldn't say that was going to go in, but took a little curve at the end. And timeout is wanted. 29-28. Jesup has that back. Vogel has 2 3-pointers so far in this game, as Jesup coming in tonight again 3-3 overall. They will host Don Bosco coming up on Friday. And then back after break, they will travel over to Grundy Center for a Thursday night game and then host AGWSR on that Friday the 5th.
Just kind of a, I don't want to, I guess you could say back and forth affair here tonight. Although Jesup has led most of the game, they've traded baskets on the court, but Jesup is going to have to find a way to at least minimize the damage being done down in the post by the Tigers, because they're having their way down there right now. And if for some reason Jesup was to cool down a little bit from the perimeter, this could get lopsided in a hurry.
Come out of break. Did get a report. Jesup Wrestling doing well tonight over at South Hardin. I haven't looked far enough ahead to see when we get a chance to have them in the home meet. I haven't checked that schedule far enough here into 2024 to see when that's going to happen.
Are you calling that, Nate?
If timing works out, yeah, we gotta give them the credit for what they've earned.
Absolutely.
It wasn't too many years ago. It was a struggle to fill even half the weights. Now you got surplus. Shot leans in and drops in. Give credit to Dolash as he gets that to drop, and kind of gave Miller a little look when he rolled over. Front of the rim. Just a rebound on the hands of Benson. Treptow takes it away. Here comes Jack Miller. Dunks it in.
Nice.
Wheeler had to decide, was he going to come after him or not, but Wheeler, he has...
Good decision by Wheeler.
He's got that one foul. And that got the crowd going, gives some energy to this building. Corner shot. Doesn't go for Benson. Miller will pull it back. He'll take that point guard slot, move it down to Tyler Nolan, who takes a three-pointer.
Got it, Tyler. Fill it up. Boys are fired up. Little chippiness out here tonight, Nate. I like it. There's nothing wrong with this. This is just competitiveness.
3:36. Wheeler by himself, all alone.
Too easy.
11 points. 35-32. We're going to see what kind of adjustments South Hardin makes and what Coach Smines decide to do at halftime for his team. Ball coming the other way.
I didn't catch what happened there. I sitting on my butt and missed it.
Little touch out of bounds. 3:10 to go here, first half. Quick pass over to Shizzle. Miller, no look, overhead back to Vogel.
Boy, that pass might have just grazed the rim.
Nolan to the high one, back of the rim.
I think Sam Benson may have affected that shot just a bit.
Nice defense from Vogel and Nolan. Prevented that from really lining up. And now Treptow on his own, little high floater.
Pretty.
he got this team going early on, and he's coming back after the rest of his guys have come on strong as well.
Good defense, look up.
And here's Jack Miller again. 2 dunks.
He's going to get another one.
18 points, Jack Miller. And his dad over there just rolling. Well, Tommy thinks it's a hoot.
Tommy is a hoot.
2:05.
I remember back when I dunked in my dreams.
I was going to say, then you woke up. Or the nice takeaway. There's some energy on this floor for Jesup. I like it.
Yeah, there sure is.
Vogel loses the handle on it. Comes off, hoping to come off the hands of one of the black jerseys.
Vogel got it a little bit out of control there, but I like that. I liked it overall. He looked up, thought about passing, probably an ill-advised pass, and he held it up and tried to take it right to the hoop. So all in all, I thought that was a wise decision by Vogel. Stay down on that, fellas. He's going to give you that head fake every time.
.38-34, Miller. No look over to Shizzle. They're getting these no-look passes down pretty well. And there's Tyler Nolan. How about that?
Good to see old Tyler Nolan stepping into the game and doing work.
He's got some comfort in what he's doing out there, and he's contributing.
6 points. Says, dude, I'm not just a body out here.
Outside Drury, he'll find and force that one.
It's pretty good defense by Shizzle. There's not much more you can do about that. He was straight up and down. And
last 30 seconds. Bring it near side.
Nothing easy. Watch that backside.
And there's Lucan.
Good defense.
And off the hand of Vogel, it comes out of bounds, 6.8 seconds to go. Last shot, Bolvans. Oh, no, he's going to dish it back off to Lucan. And that ball's going to roll out of bounds with 0.9 seconds to go. It will be South Hardin's ball, and Coach Spine says we're not at halftime yet.
Nope.
Let's get that coverage. Stay with it.
Great
Stay
defense.
with it. 41.
Anthony Baugh with the call of the half. Good defense by Jesup.
So Jesup outscores. Actually, they tied up 18-18 in that second stanza to make it 41-36. Coach Jordan Conrad, anticipate him making his way up here shortly for Jesup. But Jack Miller leads the Jayhawks, 18 points. Ryan Treptow got things started early on. He's at 11. Vogel at 6, and Tyler Nolan, 2 3-pointers, 6 points for him. Wheeler leads for South Hardin. He's got a total of 11. I think, or actually 12, or no, 11. You have 12 for Drury right now. Any comments on that first half, Luke? Exciting.
Sorry, I got lost in the young gals playing on here at halftime, but that was absolutely exciting. It was great to see the Jayhawks come alive, especially after last night. Well, last couple of games where they've just really struggled. They're firing on all cylinders at the moment. Shots are dropping for them, so hopefully they can maintain this for another half. Otherwise, I'm going to shut my mouth and give my headset to Coach Conrad so you can talk to him.
Well, bring Coach Jordan Conrad on, our varsity coach, as he was able to get another victory, back-to-back victories tonight. And Coach Luke Baldwin wants me to answer this question. What did you think of that last shot at the buzzer? That the opponents made the shot right at the end of the game.
We just can't be lazy with the basketball.
Well, he wanted to get your reaction on it.
We just got to pay attention and inbound the basketball. It is what it is. Sorry, I guess I got to get the microphone closer.
That's all right. That's all right. But congratulations on the win. And, you talk about a team that really has gelled, really finding their way. It doesn't matter. I feel like when you're subbing in and out, there's just consistency stays, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we're really fortunate right now with the competitiveness we have in the gym every day with each other, pushing each other. And we've had some girls put a lot of time in that's really paying off. And some of them, maybe they didn't get minutes as soon as they wanted in the season. But, we had conversations throughout. Just keep working, keep grinding. You keep doing what you're doing, good things are going to happen. You're going to find yourself in spots you want to. And like you said, we're really fortunate night in and night out. It can be anybody's night. I mean, we're one of the few teams that I think that we're tough to defend because across the board we can have everybody score 8 points. We can have somebody go for 25, 29, and a couple people put in 10, 12 there, and nobody else score. And nobody has any issues with it on our team, and that's the key to it. Everybody knows that every night's not going to be their night, and everybody's willing to say, hey, I'm taking a side piece here to somebody else's night, and nobody has any issues with it.
Yeah, talking to head coach Jordan Conrad, girls basketball winning tonight by a score of 57-38, and Olivia Nesbitt. Talk about a night, season high, career high, I'm sure for her.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think she ended with 23 points, but she was confident inside and outside.
Yeah. She did a really good job working the middle of that zone. She got a couple of nice post-ups that she made moves out of. But she did a really good job of just being strong with it and finding soft spots in the middle of the zone. And she's a tough matchup from that 12 to 15. And she can step. I mean, she showed tonight she can step out and shoot it. And she's got the green light from three anytime she wants it, because if you come up to one of our practices and we're just shooting threes, we're practicing, she's one of the best we got from out there. So, I know we'll probably talk a little bit moving forward here, but Thursday night we got West Delaware, and they got a really good inside girl. But, Olivia's, hopefully she can knock shots down like she did tonight and bring her out away from the basket, because that's what she's capable of. And I know she hasn't maybe put up the numbers she's wanted offensively so far this season. A couple of low nights, but a lot of nights she's in that 10 region, and she's one of those on our team that, like you said, like I mentioned previously, has the capability on the right night to go for 30. She showed it tonight and going for 23 on very efficient shooting. She probably only took 12, 13 shots and scored 23. That's pretty efficient. Starting
lineup a little different tonight. Sage Bain under the weather. Watching and listening at home, I'm sure, but you got to give credit to Emma Bose coming in, and she has an eye on the floor that I've noticed. She kind of knows where things are at and where she's going, but she had energy throughout the night.
Yeah, she was great tonight. The energy she brought us, from the tip. Usually it's her coming in off the bench, giving us a spark. Tonight she gave us a tip from the start. She has such a nose for the basketball. Just finding ways to make rebounds. She's not the tallest, and I had a conversation with her before the game when I let her know she was going to start with Sage being out. And the conversation really centered around, like, we don't need you to be anything other than be you. She asked, what can I do better? I said, you don't have to do anything other than worry about being yourself. Because when you're yourself, you're making hustle plays, you're finding ways to get us extra possessions, you're sprinting the floor to go get a layup, or getting on the floor, getting a 50-50 ball. That's all we need you to do right now. That's who you are for us. So just keep doing those things, and minutes are going to come, and we're going to like the results because you're going to help put us in good positions. And she executed it to a T tonight.
Well, you get a day to prepare for West Delaware coming up on Thursday. I guess talk through that. Talk through scheduling that, and then talk through getting ready for it.
Yeah, they're going to be first off, we only have a couple of non-conference games, so non-conference. I mean, we technically only have 8 conference games.
Yeah.
Outside of the NICL, East, Central, West, any of that. We only have a couple of spots on the schedule that are open. And, we go out and look for competitive ones. West Delaware is by no means a slouch. We're going to play really well. They play in the WAMAC, which is arguably the toughest conference in the state right now, I think. They have some really good teams, and they've played some really tough teams close. Some, second-ranked teams in 4A, top-ranked team in 1A. In 3A. They'll be big, they'll be physical, but I think we're up to the challenge. It's not like we lack size, right? At times we need to get a little more physical, but from a size perspective, we should be able to match up. They'll pressure us, I'm sure. We realized tonight we got to work on that a little bit more, breaking pressure. Early on, we did a really good job of it. We were just really patient. Everybody knew where they were supposed to be. Things got a little hectic there the last couple of minutes of people just not getting to our spots. And when we get to our spots, we're fine. And we'll work through that tomorrow. It's not easy. They're going to be fourth game in less than a week. That's not an easy turnaround. None of them have been easy on us. So messages the girls is you got one day of it, and then you get 5 days off with our dead week, of nothing. So we'll have to bring everything we have. Hopefully we'll have Sage back with us. Hopefully Adriana's ankles, back to 100% when we make the turnaround on Thursday.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win last night, win tonight, and we'll talk again on Thursday.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate the coverage.
Head coach Jordan Conrad here on the J-Hawks Sports Network. Boys up right now by a score of 41-36 on South Hardin. We'll return here in just a couple minutes on the J-Hawks Sports Network.
This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
All right, back for second half action here on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Claybert. Luke Baldwin at my side on the other headset. Anthony Baugh on the Magic Suitcase. And Eric Clark on the camera giving us our action tonight as we have South Hardin in town. Girls picked up the win. Boys on the pathway, looking to maybe pull that out tonight, 41-36 with a lead over South Hardin right now.
It was a great first half of basketball, really for both sides. Both had a lot of success. Jesup more so from the perimeter, the Tigers more so from down low. But as you can see by the score, we've got a battle here. This is anybody's game.
Yeah, when you look at the 3 points made, we've had a number of those arch shots drop in. Notably, Tyler Nolan's had a couple, Jack Miller's had a couple, Vogel.
Yep, and we do see Nick Moore back out. He got himself into foul trouble early on with those two early ones. Trojans with the first score of the second half.
14 points for Drury as Jesup look at their first possession, and Treptow from the corner, rim no good. Drury has the rebound. And
Drury, interestingly enough, is their third leading scorer behind Lucan first and Wheeler second.
Force out, Wheeler. Gets it to Drury, front of the rim, no good. Wheeler gets his own rebound. Free throw length shot, drops that one in.
He's just making everything he throws up there.
13 points for him. Shizzle eases it up floor, slowing the game down a little bit. Jack from about 6 feet beyond the arch, no good. Vogel has it, goes to the hoop.
Nice work by Vogel.
And it's in.
Way to stay with it.
He was committed. (43-40). Drury looking for an opportunity. Shizzle staying tight with him, physical. Now all alone, but Jack's going to hold up underneath, and enough that
Jack.
pushes him
yeah,
off.
I think it just kind of threw him for a loop.
Shizzle, Jack looking at his shot. He's going to step inside that arch. Up off the board, no good. No look right side. Clenworth had a look on it, then Lucan. And we're back and forth.
Jack passing up the three ball. You don't see that very often, but good decision.
Want to give it to his boy Shizzle, get him in the scoring book for the first time tonight. 3 points for him.
As we watch our pep band exit the gym, their duties for the evening are complete.
High off the board. It was 41-36 at halftime. Jack with a big three. And Treptow wants to fight for it. And possession arrow.
Nice work by Treptow, sticking with that, getting his
Jesup.
hands in there. So he's going to give Jesup another shot here. Nick Moore, three, no good. Treptow right there.
Yeah, wait in the wings. Almost looked like they forgot about him. Treptow give him 13 total right now and a timeout wanted.
Coach Phillips says, once again, things are not starting the way I wanted them to, so he's going to take full timeout.
Looking ahead to the Jesup wrestling schedule, the week of February 8th, Jayhawks will be home for 2 meets. On that Tuesday the 9th, we'll have multiple schools, as they say, with Bellevue and North Fayette Valley coming in to wrestle. And on Thursday, January 11th, we'll have on the Jayhawks Sports Network AGWSR and Hudson. And then it looks like, again on January the 18th, that'll be AP and Dyke New Hartford coming in for wrestling, and that should be senior night. This year, conference tournament's going to be at Dyke New Hartford on January 27th, and district wrestling February 10th at MFL Marmac High School. I don't have those on my calendar yet. Did you send me a calendar invite, Anthony? I don't know if he did or not.
I don't think he was even listening to you.
No, he took his headset off again. They both do. After 8 years, they just don't want to listen to us anymore.
No, I mean, can you blame them?
No. You didn't send us calendar invites for the wrestling, did you? Yeah, well, that's all right. That's why I didn't know when they were. I forgot to put that in my schedule, too. But we got 3 home meets this year.
I believe I retired from the wrestling calls because, well, frankly, I added little to no value. I'm extremely excited for our wrestling program, and I will definitely be there to watch, but I think I actually make the programming worse if I'm on the air. Treptow. Good to see him getting that little floater to drop tonight, because that was not dropping last night.
Take him to 15 total points right now. Vogel fighting for that one defensively. And Jesup has really good handle on this zone pressure. And that ball is going to come out of bounds, and a little frustration there for ball fans as it comes back the other way.
Making things harder on Drury in this second half as we see him exit the court in lieu of Dolash.
Shizzle comes this side. No look, crossover to Vogel. Looking for an open Nick Moore in the corner, but Shizzle, he takes another three. He's got 6 points total, all from the arch.
Man, I hate that hanging. When they hang that hand up there, just shoot it, make it, and move on. Not bagging on Shizzle, not bagging on Miller. They all do it, but it's the thing to do today, and I'm old, so.
Pulled down by Treptow.
You're just gonna have to put up with me yelling at people on my lawn.
Vogel.
Nice pass
outside,
by Shizzle.
But Treptow gets the choice. He can't get it to go from just in front of that rim.
Great pass and great move by Treptow.
2:30 to play, third quarter. Left side in and out. Wheeler follows in, and it rings through.
I don't know how he got that up there.
Quick to respond. Jayhawk Wrestling, Denny Bell checking in. They win tonight, 65-6.
Another three by Treptow.
And Treptow comes through again for the Jayhawks, and a timeout is on the floor. 18 total for Treptow, Jack and Ryan. Tied up at 18.
That's good. You know, we talked about last night we need to see more production out of players other than just Miller. And now Ryan did have, I think, 12 points last night, but here he is, 18, tied up with Jack. But then we've also got 8 points from, who even is 11? Oh, Vogel.
Yeah, there's that roster thing, you know, that's a thing. Yeah, it's got numbers and names.
Yeah, we've got a plethora of players with decent points here tonight.
See the wrestlers showing up here. The bus must have just pulled in to see Kyle Bucknell rolling off. Two minutes to play, third quarter. Ball is loose, and Chisel had a handle on it, but it will be a jump possession and stay towards our left. Ben Hollingsworth in the game for South Hardin.
Treptow getting after it.
Fast break for Ryan. He's in the layup.
I don't know if Ryan can dunk. Do you know?
I suppose given the right opportunity and comfort. Wheeler. Additional look over to Hollingsworth and an extra step. 1:24 remains, third quarter. Student section, a little more energy tonight than they had 24 hours ago.
A little more to cheer about tonight.
Definitely.
Jack Miller off on the three. I noticed each of his shots here in the second half have been a little bit right. Whatever that means. Jump ball, this time it's going to go back to the Jayhawks. Shizzle will inbound to Treptow. Treptow almost didn't know that ball was coming in. Jack Miller coming off the screen. Over to Vogel. Vogel's going to lose it on the drive. Tigers on the run. And no good on the initial shot, but as always, Wheeler there to put in the rebound.
33 seconds remain here before the end of the third quarter. Jack Miller up top with that. just dropping stuff over here.
Get yourself together here, Nate. Jack Miller going to draw a foul. That's going to go against Wheeler. You going to put Coach on the mic here?
Yeah. Should we get another headset set up, Anthony, or no?
Here, I'll give him mine.
You love to ask questions, though. Obviously, they're not using theirs, so we can plug in, I think. 2 seconds remain. The end of the third quarter makes it 60-49. As we're going to bring wrestling coach Matt Gross up above here in the south patio, as haven't had a chance to talk to him so far this year. And they just came back from South Hardin, the 65-6 win, only the open weight at heavyweights. And Coach Gross, sorry to put you on the spot, but want to welcome you in. Congratulations on a great season so far.
Thank you. It's been a really fun start for us. So, guys,
fun. I think fun. You can find a better word than that, I would think.
Different, right?
I'll take that. That.
Yeah, it's something that we've really pushed hard for it, and the fact that it's here, and I think just having the guys kind of taste it, it's just it's a different feeling, and it's been I'm going to use that word again, fun.
Yeah, Matt, I got to tell you, man, you say letting the guys taste it, and I think it's been a while since we have been able to taste that here in Jesup.
Collectively, really.
Been working on a long time, but I got to tell you, man, I'm a basketball guy, and I couldn't be more excited for you and your wrestlers and the program as a whole, man. You're really doing Jesup proud, and we're excited for you. It's fun for us as well.
Yeah, and I can say I can definitely feel that. I mean, I go to Quick Star, and the boys go to Quick Star. I'm getting texts from just about everybody, and it's just, I feel like everyone's really bought in, and they want this just as much as the boys and the coaches and the parents. So it's a community thing, and I think everybody was ready for it. And now that it's here, it's just people are buying in, and they want to go on that. It's never happened. We've never made it to state as a team. So we're really pushing for that. So we've always had great wrestlers. We just haven't had the opportunity to put it together as a whole group. And I think rankings came out today, and we were 7th. And top 8 get a host for that chance to actually make it. And man, we would love to be able to host it and go for the first time ever. So that's our goal. And there's nothing stopping us but us. So if we go out and put all the work in, we can definitely make it.
Well, when you look at, this is what, season 3 or 4 for you?
5.
This is 5 for you.
Yep.
It didn't just happen overnight. There's some things along the way that had to really fall in line, get through a pandemic, get some kids reintroduced or re-energized about wrestling. I guess just, briefly talk through how that's kind of evolved and really ignited the last couple years, but especially this year.
Well, like I said, we had such a wrestling background here with the towns, that are right next to us. They have such great wrestling that when I walked in here, I was like, man, it is everywhere. And it was very evident in this senior class where we actually had some kids playing basketball that used to be really, really great studs on the mat. And I was very fortunate to have those kids come back out and join that. In this senior class, you can see the guys up on the wall over there. They have really led the way, and then it paved the way for more kids to want to come back out and try out. And then we went from just a handful of kids to, holy smokes, this could be something special, to where everyone's buying in, and now our club's got 100-plus kids in it. And it's just, and our club had 100-plus kids in it 10 years ago. But it's just that energy is kind of just built back up. And
success breeds success, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you've got some facilities now to utilize, some remodeling in your weight room and still more expansion to come. But I want to even step deeper on of, of the support in the community now with the club space at the former Jesup gym that has given some more energy to Jesup wrestling.
Yeah, so now we have the opportunity to wrestle 24/7, 365. So we have a space that you can go and train at. All of our youth kids can train there. If our high school kids can train there, I mean, there's just an opportunity that wrestling can happen at all aspects, at all ages, and I don't know if that would have been feasible too many years ago. And then the fact that it's already here, man, that's really cool. And then there's just so many people with our golf sponsors, and then the sponsors that do this, and then everyone that's buying into it. And there's a lot of money getting put towards from pre-K to 12th grade. Just so these kids can have fun and have these awesome experiences. We go to camps every summer. We just do so many fun things, and that's brought forth by not only the kids but the parents and everybody else.
Well, you talked about the money, but the time that you've got parents and other people putting in to support it, and that's more valuable even.
Yeah, and that's honestly the fun stuff. And I think that's some of it that we were maybe missing is just we've always went to camps, but I think we had more practices in the off season than we have in a long time. We were practicing 30 to 40 times every summer, bringing in national champions to our room and doing private workouts with the kids, and they just bought in, and it's just been really fun. Like that fun word. It's fun to win, and then once you start winning, you just want more of it. So.
Well, you had a big one tonight. Just rolled back in from the bus from the South Hardin Visa UW meet. You only had that one forfeit at heavyweight, but talk about that meet tonight.
Yeah, so that meet got rescheduled. They're supposed to wrestle North Tama, but we already wrestled them, and they kind of wanted out of that one. And then
I wonder why.
So we just went down to wrestle them, but I think all the matches but one went 6 minutes. I mean, all the matches but one were a pin, and no, that's a lie. None of them went 6 minutes. We either pinned or teched every kid that we wrestled. We gave them a couple forfeits just so we could get matches. So I didn't put guys out there. We'd bump our guys up so we could wrestle. We didn't want our guys just getting their hand raised. So we won every match that we went out against. And
that's how you get better, right?
Yeah, we didn't want to go get our hands raised. We want to go out and actually compete instead of just, hey, give me a forfeit. The guy's like, you want to go up a weight class? Yeah. So
I love that mentality, Coach, and I hear that from you really have put together a great coaching staff.
Yeah, we're really
for your program now too, and I hear that same mentality when talking to any of them.
Thank you.
And that's I can tell. This isn't just a one and done thing here.
No, we're really excited not only this year but for the future for many years to come. We're going to be very tough for next year, the year after, and every year that I can think of. So they've definitely bought in. But man, do I love coming to watch this and watch these guys play though.
Right on, man.
I can never. Yeah. Watching these guys run, you give me about 30 seconds on that basketball court.
Well,
I don't know what I'll do.
Well, I wouldn't put any of these guys on the mat for
I don't know. There's some tough ones out there. I'll tell you that.
We'll see how it can work. But, Coach, thanks for taking the time and coming up. And Luke and I, and I've talked to Joe about it, but, what you guys have been able to do this season, and, when you look at the individuals that have got rankings and the team as a whole with a ranking, and it's almost like, you're ranked, but there's just more excitement around the sport beyond the ranking, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think it's some of the kids that we're not used to being ranked, they love to say, I don't care about the rankings, I don't care about that, and they just want to go prove it on the mat, and that's one of the coolest things to me, because I remember being in high school, seeing my name up there, so for them to say that and say, hey, I'd rather go out there and kick some butt than be ranked, that means a lot too. And also, for our home meets, I'm really excited. We're going to be installing a mat light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have all the lights off, have the mat light going. I think we're going to get some fog machines and do a little bit different entrance. The kids really want to buy into it and have that fun atmosphere instead of all the lights on and kind of darkened in. We want everyone to love it and it to be packed.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, those kids may not care about that ranking, but I think it's pretty damn cool to look at the stats.
I do too.
Look at the when that comes out each week, and I see their names up there, and I see Jesup at number 7 today. That's great, man. Congratulations.
And I'll tell you what, I think there's quite a few more that probably can be ranked that are under the radar too. They're going to come out and surprise some people, and they're going to compete down the state. There's not a kid on that team that can't make a run and go wrestle on Saturday mornings, Saturday night.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Well, Coach, congratulations to you and your team and your staff, and season's not over yet. We'll talk again.
Absolutely. Would love to. Thank you, guys.
All right. That's head coach Matt Gross as the Jesup Wrestling coming back from a road trip tonight and they win 65-6 on the road over at South Hardin. And you talk about Luke of the excitement, but mindset. That's what keeps coming to head. Is he's changed the mindset of what Jesup wrestling is, not just for the people competing on the mat, but for the community and even people beyond the community, I would say.
Yeah, there's a reason they call it a program, and it doesn't matter what sport we're talking about. A program is not just the varsity program. A program starts from, whatever age you want to start these kids at. I mean, that all depends on the parents, but the program starts very young. You have to have the support of the community, the parents, people that are willing to invest their time and resources at coaching the kids, getting them to and from practice, all of those things, and they're doing that. And I love listening to Coach Gross because he's not living in the moment. He is in some respects, he's not looking ahead, but he's doing the things that, he's setting the groundwork for success long term. Not just with these kids. He's got some great wrestlers right now, but he's not just focusing on this batch right now. He's looking to extend this into a long-term thing at Jesup, it's awesome, I think.
Well, we'll have those games on the meets on J-Hawks Sports Network coming up. There's 3 of them coming up in January. We'll have them for you right here. Back to the basketball game at hand is Jack Miller. Turnaround shot takes him now to 29 points. As we were talking wrestling, Jack just kept playing basketball.
Can you believe that they've managed to continue this game without us running our mouths about it?
It's amazing that they were able to continue on.
Unbelievable. But here we are.
11 points on the board for Ball Vance. 73-61. I kept my eye on the score. If it get a little tight, we might have had to shove him off a little bit.
I was watching it as well, and the Tigers they've had some nice defensive stands here and continue to score points. They've gotten a lot of points in the paint all night.
Shizzle front of the rim, no good. And a whistle. Going to be towards the top of the key. Almost looks like Clenworth. He's got a bewildered look on his face.
I took my eye off the ball, so apparently that's a 3-point play or a 3-point foul shot here.
So that'll bring Shizzle up, who has 2 3-pointers tonight. That one goes through the hoop. Take him to 7 total. Our next boys broadcast is Friday against Don Bosco. Next broadcast.
Clenworth's kind of got that young Larry Bird look going with the shaggy hair and the blonde mustache.
Hey, if it works for him, right?
Yeah, man.
Free throw in. That's a total of 9. He's had 3-pointers 2 different ways. 76-61. Drury will push inside to Wheeler. Nice hold up by Miller.
I like that kid Wheeler, man. He has got a great game. He's patient, works hard underneath there, gets himself big.
He's got 21, and Jack follows it up.
That kid's all right, too.
He's done okay this season, averaging 23.8. He'll increase that after tonight.
Up to 31 here on the night.
Jumper outside, Lucan. Pull down from Moore. And no one really in foul trouble. Nick Moore had 2 fouls earlier in this game, and they've been pretty conservative foul-wise as the game has gone on.
You think that was out on him? I'm sorry, I'm conversing with Anthony Ba, who's not even on a headset over here, but Anthony thought it was off Jack. I thought Jack got his hands down, but
because that is one of my favorite things is when I'm talking to somebody on the phone and they start talking to somebody else.
That's my dad.
And don't tell me they're, hey, just a minute. They just start talking.
That's my dad to a T.
Pull down Jack Miller on the rebound. Controls the high dribble.
My dad's across the way in the crowd, so I can talk about him.
Slow down the dribble, under 90 seconds.
The other thing my dad likes to do, Nate, and hopefully he sees this, sometimes he'll go back and watch these, is he likes to put a bite of food in his mouth and then proceed with his sentence to me, and I'm like, here's an idea. Let's go ahead and chew that up before you start talking.
Ball's loose on the floor. South Hardin will scoop it up. Treptow tried to finagle a little bit. Now Shizzle rolls in there, and possession's going to come back towards our right. And the Jayhawks.
You know what
Oh, they're going to say foul, not a jump possession. Still having a conversation. Jesup is in the bonus, so they will have.
Shizzle's going to get a couple here.
Shizzle move in there. Jesup will clear the lane. And only 2 Tigers will be in that.
No good on the first. All up there by his lonesome. And Coach Phillips is going to put in the reserve. So nice job by the South Hardin Tigers. They are not going to be able to come away with the win here tonight.
And Jesup will clear it too.
Yeah, that's a nice looking team. I was real impressed in particular with the play of Wheeler. Traven Wheeler, you know, he had, I believe he ended up with 19 or 21 points on the night. Didn't really have an answer for him all night, but we were able to bottle up a couple of the other guys that typically do score a lot of points for him.
Shizzle, free throw in, 10 points. Nick Moore, Tyler Nolan, Brennan Oshner, Peyton Cameron, Paxton McCone, all in for Jesup right now. Under a minute to play. Tyler Nolan has 2 3-pointers on his list, and count a 3-pointer for Isaac Hollingsworth as he hits one from the outside. 81-66.
Yeah, on the
traffic. Brennan, a little left-handed dribble, looking for an opening with Nolan. Hold up jumper, doesn't hit anything. Rebounded, or actually lands in the hands of South Hardin. 25 seconds to go.
Quick shout out to the Tiger boys on the court at the moment. We've got Tucker McDermott, Adrian Balderas, Clayton Cable, Owen Larson, and Isaac Hollingsworth.
Missed shot by Peyton McCone, held up by that defense. Last shot going to come up from South Hardin, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Peyton Cameron, and they will let it go. 81-66. Jesup outscores them 21-17 in that, actually a little less than that, in that fourth stanza. 81-66, Jesup goes to 4-3 overall. South Hardin drops to 2-3 on their 23-24 campaign. They will play host to Roland Story on Friday night, actually on Thursday night, and then Jesup hosting Don Bosco in a JV varsity boys contest on this floor also on Friday. Any final words, Luke, as this was completely a tale of 2 games between yesterday and today?
Yeah, that was kind of going to be my final words. You know, coming off last night, I think we were both a little apprehensive about calling this tonight if we were going to have to try to work through another one of those, and we certainly did not have to do that at all. The Jayhawks came out primed and determined from the jump, and they never let down the entire way. They were hitting from the outside, got some nice baskets inside. Ryan Treptow's floater was going down, Jack's 3-pointer, Shizzle's 3-pointer, and they all played really nice defense too. So we'll see them back in action against Gilbertville on Friday, or I should say Don Bosco on Friday, and but tonight we get to enjoy a victory for both clubs.
Congratulations, Coach Smines and his squad. Final score, 81-66 over South Hardin. For Luke Baldwin, on-site producer Anthony Bogg, camera operator Eric Clark, I'm Nate Claybert from the upper patio of the South Gym here in Jesup. You can watch this game again on replay. It's an exciting one. You can check it out on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. This is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks, and good night.